Their kitchen crew. Today I'm taking a couple pieces of this random scrap of pine 1x12 that I have sitting around and a couple of these mason jars, and I'm going to show you on how to make it into this shelf. Is it practical? Yes. Is it a little extra? Possibly. That's kind of my thing around here. Before the kids come down to interrupt me or before they start causing a menace upstairs, let's get to the build, shall we? So to begin, you're going to want to take this piece of 1x12 that I have here, and I'm going to keep it the full width. And I'm going to pull over to 18 inches, over to 18 inches, and make that cut. Now this next piece of 1x12 that I have has that nasty split right down the middle. That's where we're going to use this. Rip it down to the size of board that we need, and then we'll get those cut. So we're going to go ahead and rip this board down to 4 inches. Now for the width of these shelves, I want these to be at 4 inches. You can make them whatever size that you want to be, but for what I'm doing, 4 inches is going to be perfect. I'm going to take those two pieces and get them cut, one at 22 and one at 14. So I'm going to get these cut, and then I'll meet you back over there at the workbench. So you're going to find whatever point you want your bottom to be at. I think for this instance, I kind of like the look of that little knot that we have right here. So I'm going to take the bottom for that piece. I am going to pull up 3.5 inches on both sides. And then I'm going to find my center mark. Or you can simply just, come in 2 inches on both sides. Make your scribe mark. Connect those two so that way you know where your corners are going. Get a hole cut out for the center little flower pot that I'm putting in there. Now for this piece, what I'm going to want to do is I am going to take this over to my drill press. You're going to want to pull in 6.5 on both sides. And you're going to want to pull down from the top 2 inches. Make your mark. And where those 2 points meet, that is going to be where you're going to drill your next holes at. So let me get those holes drilled out with the same size drill bit that I used before, and I'll meet you back over there at the workbench. Now on the bottom of your piece, you're going to want to mark wherever you want to put your mark wherever you want to put your hooks at. So we know that the middle point is 2 inches. You want to pull over, you got roughly about 5.5 inches to work with. So if you want to come over 2 inches and 4 inches from both sides, that will give you a nice area to put your hooks at. And I got these nice little hooks off of Amazonia, and I will link them in the description. So I'm going to attach these shelves using these number 8 1.5 inch finish screws. because it's not holding a whole lot of weight. And then you make sure that you're flush with the top. Make sure you got the right reveal on both sides, which should be 2 inches. 2 inches. Then attach your shelf. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways on how to get this lit up. If my kid will let me talk. I'm going to show you 2 different ways on how to get this lit up. Both instances, because that is a very tight fit in there, which is what you want. Yep, got the red bubbles. And that way, that will screw in just like that. Now, for the other way to get this lit up, you're going to want to take some type of Forstner bit and make sure you cut out a hole the size of whatever size you need to get your cord fit through. And then you're going to want to fish that through. Now, I have this super long cord. I don't know why, but it's all I got. I swear this thing is like 12 feet long. Obviously, if you're going to want to be doing this, you don't want to be an idiot like me and get the right size cord for what you're using it for. And slip your mason jar on there. Get it screwed into the lid. Now, I also have these little things of fairy lights that you can use if you want to go that route. So if you're going to put this in an area where you don't have any place to plug it in, you could use these little battery operated fairy lights. So there, you can have a nice subtle light here, or this nice bright light here to finish this, to cast some ambiance. So in the meantime, let me go slap some finish on this. We'll get it put up on the wall and we'll get to see what it looks like. And here it is, just a simple scrap wood turned into a nice wall shelf with key holders, two mason jar lights, a little kid who likes to interrupt me all the time. You know, I like this because it's practical, it's useful, you know, it's a little imperfect, but it's got personality, which is just like me on a good day. On behalf of everybody here in the Sawdust Kitchen, which is me and that little munchkin over there, thank you all for staying in here today. And I just know that she doesn't have shoes on. Thank you, Luna, for making me look like an idiot father.
Daddy, can you catch the bubbles?
I will pop the bubbles. You all have a good day. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Peace, love, and green bananas.
Daddy,
You guys are all
there's a bubble behind you.
You guys are all amazing. Thanks for stopping by.